Hello, this is an introduction to the Chair Peer Network 2025. My name's Holly Smith-Charles. I'm a white woman with blonde hair and I'm wearing a black top. I'm the Director for Creative Health and Change at Arts Council England and lead on our Transforming Governance programme. In this session, we will introduce the Chair Peer Network and its aims. We'll tell you a little more about who it's for, the format, and what you can expect if you join a peer network. To help you decide if it's right for you, I'll also hand over to Michelle Wright from the Arts Fundraising and Philanthropy Programme at Cause 4, who facilitated last year's network and will be leading it again this year. She'll share some feedback from last year's cohort and their reflections on the scheme. We'll then finish off with further information about how to apply and where else you can go to find support for your role as a cultural sector chair. Please note that due to expected high demand, this programme is only open to chairs of current national portfolio organisations. Next slide, please. The Chair Peer Network is part of Transforming Governance, a sector development programme from the Arts Council that aims to strengthen governance in the creative and cultural sector. Transforming Governance launched in October 2023, and since then we've run a range of activities for trustees and oversight boards. The Chair Peer Network was one of our most successful initiatives to date. In 2024, we were oversubscribed, and more than 4 out of 5 people who took part said that the programme had had a positive impact on their confidence or ability as a chair. So we're really delighted to be running it again for 2025. The content and structure of the Chair Peer Network has been shaped through consultation with chairs of national portfolio organisations, and it aims to do 5 things. First of all, we hope it will help to strengthen governance and organisational leadership in the creative and cultural sector. It aims to create a close network of peers for chairs to lean on and learn from, and to offer a supportive and solutions-focused environment in which to explore challenges and opportunities, exchange insights, and consider solutions. We hope it will support you as chairs in your skills, confidence, and well-being. And as well as the support that it will bring and the benefits it will bring to your organisation, it also aims to support your own personal professional development. Next slide, please. Is it right for you? Participants will be split into small groups of around 8 people, and each group receives 4 facilitated peer-to-peer sessions. Each session will be about 90 minutes long and spaced out roughly every fortnight or so. The sessions are tailored to your group's interests, and you'll have a chance on the application form to indicate the kinds of topics that you'd like to discuss. Michelle will say a little more about the kinds of topics that were raised last year so that you've got some examples to draw from. After each session, you'll receive a comprehensive write-up of the issues discussed and a set of detailed resources aligned to the challenges and solutions outlined in each session, including links to further information. It's free to take part, but places are limited, and so we expect applicants to commit to all 4 sessions if possible. And if it's oversubscribed, we're going to prioritise applications from people who didn't take part last time. There isn't any detailed preparation required, but to get the most out of the sessions, you might like to consider some of the current challenges and opportunities that you're facing as a chair. And in terms of what you'll need to bring, we just ask that you come with a sense of openness, self-reflection, honesty, lots of ideas and care for yourself and your peers. I'll now hand over to Michelle. Next slide, please.
Thanks so much, Holly. My name's Michelle Wright. I'm a white woman with shoulder-length dark hair, and I'm wearing a black top. So from last year's programme, we supported 86 chairs, and they were from a range of different size of organisation in different regions all over the country with very different types of business models. Each group was facilitated to make sure that you were with like-minded and like-type organisations. As Holly said, each session is 90 minutes long. They're all online, Because the nature of the programme is to generate high levels of conversation, therefore we need real good degrees of trust. We ask that all participants are able to commit to all 4 sessions. The challenges are all put forward by participants themselves. And we work through each session, usually focusing on 2 or 3 topics to come up with solutions. So it's a real kind of loose action learning set model where the group engages and comes up with solutions to challenges that are put forward by particular chairs. And as Holly mentioned, there's then a full write-up and resources provided after each session. Next slide, please. The themes from last year were broadly grouped in the following areas. Lots of chairs wanted to talk about their succession planning and recruitment for the board. There was engagement around boosting board morale. How do we get really good engagement for chairs? Some chairs were very keen to talk about how they balanced the time commitment. And also, you know, some people, especially perhaps with less experience or less experience of a particular art form or business model, felt sometimes they were imposters. So we looked at unpacking those challenges. As you might expect, we also covered organisational and financial resilience and strategy development. And there was lots of discussion as well on how to support the team within organisations, especially when there are difficulties on pressures on the business model and pressures on funding, those sorts of things. And also many chairs were facing increased sort of time commitment around supporting areas of human resources generally. So that was a discussion that came up in many of the groups. Next slide, please. We gathered detailed feedback from each network. I should absolutely outline that all the conversations are completely confidential. So nothing is shared and nothing is shared with Arts Council England in terms of the individual conversations. But what we do ask is that participants are happy for headlines of the topics discussed to be shared with the funder, because obviously it helps Arts Council then with their own programme and strategy development. The evaluation from the last programme covered a number of different areas, and the participants particularly highlighted that they had appreciated the peer networking to be able to talk in confidence to other chairs, that the discussions were open and honest and facilitated, that there was shared learning and a solutions-focused approach to the work, practical insights on just being able to get some stuff done as chairs, that we've been able to establish some good common ground. And that the facilitation in bringing the group together in the first instance have been helpful, and the supporting resources. Many of the groups continued to meet without a facilitator, and some organisations also continued to work together and share information over a particular challenge. So that's something that we encourage, but obviously going forward, those groups will meet informally without a facilitator. I'm going to hand back to Holly now.
Thanks very much. So in terms of next steps, registration is now open and will close on the 15th of September. And just to reiterate, due to expected high demand, the applications are only open to current NPOs. To apply, you can visit our website or click the below registration form link, and this will take you to a short form asking you some questions about yourself and what you want to get from the network. It should only take around 5 minutes to complete. All the information you share with us is treated according to our data and privacy policy, and you'll be able to get a link to that from the registration form. After the closing date, we will contact you with the outcome of your application and the next steps. If you have any difficulties at all accessing the form or completing it, please do get in touch via our email address, which is transforminggovernance@artscouncil.org.uk. Next slide, please. And if you decide that the Chair Peer Network isn't right for you, or if you'd like to find out more about transforming governance and the other activities that we've been taking part in, there are lots of other free resources available to support you as a chair. This is just an outline of some of those. So, for example, you can visit our Transforming Governance web pages for recordings and in-depth resources from the workshops that we ran last year, and conferences and recordings of keynote speeches at conferences. You can also visit our Investment Principles Resource Hub, which has a suite of information and ideas, inspiration about the investment principles, including specific advice for boards and chairs. And we'd always encourage you to talk to your relationship manager as well about the work that you're doing and any issues you're facing. Outside of Arts Council, there's lots of external support from Cause For and from other organisations. In particular, the Cultural Governance Alliance has a really good website with lots of resources and toolkits on there. So do have a look there as well. Next slide, please. Thank you very much for watching this introductory video, and we're very much looking forward to hearing from you. Do visit this link to find out more about transforming governance, and we hope to see you at the Chair Peer Network. Thank you.